Greetings everyone, I'm your host of the show, Mike Starr, and on today's video, I'll be showing you one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Now, this movie was way ahead of its time when it was made. At the time when they were making it, there was a lot of controversy because of the gore, the violence, pretty much, so it got an X rating. Eventually, they toned it down a little bit, it got released, and from there it was a gamble whether or not it would be a success, and it was. But having said that, you know, the X-rated version or the unrated version, you can watch that anywhere, but at the time it was toned down. Anyways, that film is the Hellraiser movies. I love Hellraiser. Phenomenal story, movie. Yeah, pretty much Hellraiser is an adaptation of Clive Barker's The Hellbound Heart, which was a short story, and they turned it into a movie pretty much. It's not exactly accurate to the book. It's different, but the movie in itself is its own thing, you know, and I love it. It's just something you will never see again, because it's one of those movies that's so unique, so absurd, peculiar, just one of its kind. But yeah, I'll show you. This is what the back, the front, the spine. This is the Arrow release. Now, yeah, this is the first one, Clive Barker's Hellraiser. And on the inside, you know, let me just take out this little, this little postcard thing that they gave. Yeah, and this is the original artwork, which I personally like better, and this is the new artwork. Yeah, it's Region B. It's from the UK. I can watch it here in Australia because we follow the same region code here in Australia. It's the transfer, to be honest, is not the greatest, even though it says here it's a brand new 2K restoration. Not really that good, which is why I ended up getting the Australian release, which is a lot better. Yeah, yeah, that's just standard artwork. This has, you know, on the Aussie version, it's got audio commentary by Clive Barker and Ashley Lawrence. Ashley Lawrence, you know, fucking one of the hottest chicks alive in my opinion. Hellraiser Resurrection featurette. Under the Skin, Doug Bradley on Hellraiser. On-set interview with Clive Barker. Some extras are 25 frames per second and may not play on Region A players. So that's this one. In regards to artwork, there's no inside artwork on it, but yeah. The next one is Hellbound Eraser 2, which transfer on this is good. The only problem I had with the box set was the transfer wasn't great with just the first movie, and that's the original artwork that was featured on the VHS / DVD. Yeah, it's got nice artwork though on the front and on the back. You know, this was also brand new, 2K restored, you know, approved by director, photography, etc. So that's the second one. In my opinion, the second one's just as good as the first one. But I also did get the Aussie version because this is my favorite horror film of all time. This chick here, she's a mad MILF. Just fucking hot. Inside looks like. This has some special features on it too. Audio commentary with Tony Randall, star Ashley Lawrence, and writer Peter Atkins. This wasn't directed by Clive Barker, but you know, by Tony Randall, who did a good job too, I would say. He did just as good as a job as Clive Barker did. Lost in the Labyrinth featurette, and yeah, on-set interviews with Clive Barker, Tony Randall, Claire Higgins, who's this mad MILF right here, and yeah, Ashley Lawrence, Imogen Burman, and Kenneth Cratham. Under the Skin, Doug Lee Bradley, Hellraiser 2, on-set interviews with Clive Barker, behind the scenes, theatrical trailer, and all extras are in PAL format. Now the third one, which, in my opinion, is probably my least favorite, but it's still a good movie, and that's Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. Brand new 2K restoration, and of course, it comes with the reversible artwork. To be honest, I don't like the new artwork. I like the original artwork, but yeah. And then also I got the Aussie release because the Aussie release, yeah, just because I wanted to see if the transfer was better. But to be honest, the only bad transfer in the Arrow releases are the is the first movie. All the rest are okay. This also has heaps of features, some hot chick on the back there, but all these Hellraiser movies have mad chicks in it. I don't know why, but fuck, gives me a boner every time I watch it. Anyways, special features on this one: Under the Skin, Doug Bradley on Hellraiser 3, 14 minutes. Raising Hell on Earth, interviews with director Anthony Hitchcock's 14 minutes. Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth, featurette, interviews with Clive Barker and Doug Bradley. Two of the collaboration is just phenomenal, some of the best, and trailer. And this was released by Umbrella Entertainment, which is more or less a boutique label for Blu-rays. It's a bit more expensive, and they release a lot of the niche movies and TV shows. But now I'm going to tell you a bit about what Hellraiser is about, what the movie's about, starting with the first one, which in my opinion is the best one. And this is the first Hellraiser. Okay. The story of Hellraiser is a bizarre story which opens with a man named Frank in a Chinese coffee shop with an older Chinese gentleman. You don't really see their faces. You just, kind of see them, the silhouette of them, I guess, in the daytime. And the man Frank, who's actually American, he purchases this Chinese puzzle box from the older Chinese gentleman, and from there you see in great detail like the exchange of the cash for the Chinese puzzle box. Anyways, cut forward, the man Frank goes back to America, and he's in the attic of his house, and he's trying to solve this Chinese puzzle box. He finally solves it, and when he solves it, these chains with hooks come out and I guess take him to hell, and sucks him into the puzzle box. The puzzle box, when he solved it, it opened up, but then when the chains, I guess, took him into hell, the puzzle box went back to its original shape, which is a cube. And then after that, no one I guess knows where Frank is, and he just disappears, and no one knows where he is. His family doesn't know where he is, and from there, his brother moves into his house, maybe, I don't know, a couple of months later, and they're moving in. Frank's brother and his fiance are moving into his place because nobody knows where Frank is, and yeah, they just move into his house, Frank's brother, Frank's fiance, Frank's brother, Frank's brother's fiance, and Frank's brother's daughter. Yep, who's played by Ashley Lawrence. And when they're moving into the house, Frank's brother cuts his hand on a loose nail, and Frank's brother's fiance takes him up to the attic where she bandages his hand, but blood's going everywhere because it's a really deep cut, and he has to go to the hospital and get stitches, but she bandages it up anyways. And what you slowly start to find out is that Frank's brother's fiance had an affair with Frank, who went missing, and you see how it all, you know, went down, and she's still in love with, you know, she's still in love with Frank. So from there, you know, she ends up going to the attic one day, where she finds Frank there, who's half man, half skeleton, I guess. And from there, Frank tells her that it's him, it's Frank, you know, it's not just a skeleton. And then, you know, he convinces her, the skeleton, which is half man, half skeleton, that it's him, it's Frank. And, you know, Frank gets this woman to do his dirty work, and tells the woman that I need human flesh, you know, to become a human again, you know, to become back to the way I was before this. So she ends up agreeing to this, and then she starts seducing guys at bars, and, you know, when she's out to have sex with her, she takes these guys back to the attic, where she kills them and gives them to Frank, or she knocks them out and gives them to Frank. And then every time she gets a new body, Frank becomes more human and more human. You know, along the way, you know, Frank's brother's daughter starts to discover what she's doing, and starts to, you know, see the darker side to life. And yeah, and then one day she's in the attic and she finds out what's going on, and this half man, half, which is now flesh, because he starts to go flesh on his bones, tells the young girl that, you know, it's Uncle Frank, don't be scared. And she finds the puzzle box. She ends up throwing it out the window, escaping, and then from there she goes to this mental hospital, you know. And when she's in the mental hospital, she solves the puzzle box, and when she solves it, these Cenobites, which are these things actually, these characters here. That's from the second one. That's not in the first one, but yeah, this guy right here, who's Pinhead. That's actually not his name. That's a name that the cast and crew gave to Doug Bradley. But he's just the lead Cenobite. That's his credit on the in the movie. He's just the lead Cenobite, and he tells yeah, he tells the young girl that, you know, that you open the box, we came, and she says it's just a puzzle box, and then the lead Cenobite says, no, it's a lot more than that. And, you know, he's a phenomenal actor, Doug Bradley. He did a great job. And then, you know, along with the lead Cenobite, he's got his other Cenobite, his other, I guess, workers that work for him, I guess you could say. And they grab her, and they're gonna take her back to hell with the lead Cenobite and the other Cenobites, because she opened the puzzle box, and she's like, it's just a puzzle box, you know, what's going on? And then somehow, you can't get privacy in this house. You can't get privacy in this house. And then somehow she convinces the lead Cenobite that I know where Frank is. I can get to him, and I can take you to him, because they I think they tell her, or she tells, yeah, they say that this guy Frank that you mentioned, he escaped us, you know, and he escaped hell and escaped the puzzle box, and, you know, we want to take him back, you know. I'll take Frank back to hell with him. And so it all goes down in the end of the film. The main climax is what happens in the attic, and I'm not going to ruin it, but that's pretty much Hellraiser 1 in a nutshell. Now, I'm not 100% accurate with the whole synopsis here, because I haven't seen it in I don't know, a while. But it's pretty much in a nutshell what Hellraiser 1 is. Hellraiser 2, Hellbound, is pretty much all set in the mental hospital with the daughter of Frank's brother, and they pretty much go to hell, and it's about them getting out of hell. And there are new Cenobites in the second one. The second one's really good though. I love the way the and the third one is Hellraiser 3 Hell on Earth, which is set on Earth. I think it's in New York, but it's pretty much about this guy who goes to this antique shop, robs it of this statue where the Chinese puzzle box is in the in this big I guess statue ornament thing, and yeah, and from there yeah, like similar to the first one, when blood hits this statue, it gets sucked into it, and you know, the main Cenobite actually starts coming to life. And yeah, one day when the owner of this club is rooting this chick, she ends up getting sucked into this statue, and then the lead Cenobite's head grows out of this statue, and kind of similar way to the first one of you know, killing these people and giving them to the Cenobites, or the yeah, or Frank, as in the first one. And yeah, that's what happens. He has to sacrifice these people, but little does he know what the lead Cenobite, Pinhead, his intentions are, and yeah, all hell breaks loose, and that's it. Now, hope you all have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm Mike Starr, and if you haven't seen Hellraiser, go out there and watch it, because it is a phenomenal, one-of-a-kind movies, I should say, plural. But yeah, the Hellraisers after the third one were very terrible. Most of them didn't star Doug Bradley. They were just horrible movies. Horrible. I don't recommend them. But having said that, I look forward to the HBO series of Hellraiser, because Clive Barker's coming back, Doug Bradley's coming back, and it should be sweet. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a good day.